Welcome back, Commander. Well, today I'd like to show you my favourite mission in Men of War 2, the skirmish map Overlord. Off the beaches we go. And I want to show you my favourite way to play it, which is to build a fire base on the hill on the right flank. And this absolutely dominates. Once I get basically a tank, some kind of anti-tank weapon, up behind the concrete walls, it just massacres everything. So I'm going to rush straight to the fire base, the intended fire base, straight to capture the hill. And I don't want to capture any points on the way. I don't want to fight heavier enemies than I have to. I also don't want to spend a lot of resources. I want to get tanks very fast. And so, no mortars, no snipers. Two teams, control group 1, control group 2. Just load them up there. And then we're going to charge up onto that hill and capture it. And much glory will be ours. Oh yes. So there's team 1. When team 2 get close, we'll move up to the next tree line, hide behind these, get into the trenches, get behind the wooden barricades, and we'll work on that first trench line and capture point. Though we're going to clear it, but we're not going to capture it. So kind of the way these spawns work is if you capture the first line, A, you get a counterattack, which is great, enjoyable, and B, they will continue to push. It upgrades the enemy's counterattack. As it is with without a row captured, I might turn this down a little. Without a row captured, they'll attack with, I don't know, a bunch of infantry and a motorbike or sidecar. If you capture the first line, they'll attack with a bunch of infantry, a motorbike and sidecar, an armoured car and a tank, and you catch the second line. It'll be a bigger tank, an armoured car, and then infantry, and the third line, a heavy tank, a tank, an armoured car, and so ideally, we don't want to capture any line, the first line on the bottom, the middle line, or the top line, until the very end, until we're basically ready either to defeat all known enemies, because we've built our defences so massively, or we'll just take all 9 points at once, simultaneously, whereby his counterattack is too late. We've already won. So something along those lines. But here we go. We're going to do our ninja attack. So buddy, one team's a fire team. One will move to flank, and the other will hold him down. I'm just going to shuffle the angles a bit so they try and shoot as many as I can in that trench. And then we'll flank. This is the very last thing. Well, it's not the end of the world if I capture this point, but there's no need. I'm not going to. It would give us more resources. It would speed up the game, actually, if we did it. So I may be overdoing it by not capturing this at the first point. For a speed run, probably wise if I did capture it. I'm not on a speed run because I've got video editing. If it gets too slow, I'll just fast forward. So we'll run through there like we're not getting close to that point. He's got the odd man on it. It's not the end of the world. That's the fire team, and then move the maneuver team. Enemy suppressed or dead. I want enemy dead, not suppressed. Obviously. pretty pacified. Oh, well, not quite.
Yes, sir.
There's that overlapping field with fire. Buddy, buddy. Next team moves forward. And again, after holding everything down, move the next team forward. I want him to shoot in the back of the bunker. Look, there's a guy in that bunker. It's really hard to kill. If I get the line right, I'll get him. They're going to go for the next bunker, and again, they're just going to shoot through the doorway and I get the line right. Those boys in there. Probably going to rush this last guy. He's on this low wall here, so point blank kill. So many of us will get him. Oh, didn't notice that cannon there. Hopefully they'll kill it. Kills any of us. Touch and go this one. Damn it. Don't think he killed anyone with that shot. So for my money, we've just taken this hill. Now I'm going to capture this command point at some point. It's a very difficult one to hold. I'm not going to try and hold it. Or at least they'll capture it, I'll recapture it. They'll capture it, I'll recapture it. But this is the command point I want because it gives me the tank killer. The tank destroyer. The Wolverine, whatever you call it. 9 or... It's got different names. You know it when you see it. And this might be a bit slow because not just capturing it, but we've got one command point to our name and it pays 5. It pays almost nothing. So this is going to be a bit of a slow... I know we've got him straight in there. Drop him off. And I'll show you. I'm going to bring him up to the hill. I'll show you where I park him. And once successfully parked, a normal Sherman would do, but might as well have the one with the bigger gun, since he's basically there for anti-tank. Here he comes out of the water now. I'm struggling to control the minimap. I was trying to click the unit to come to my point of trying through the minimap, it's not working. So I'll go all the way over there and grab him in a second. I don't want him to charge through the centre of town and get hand grenaded or bazookaed by the enemy, which I just have not cleared out of town at all. Haven't cleared town. So everything is going to come up the right hand side. This is our safe route to the Hill of Doom, to the Hill of Conquest. Yes. Mighty hill. So yeah, now they've just got to hold that. And as I said, I don't think we'll be able to... I could man machine gun turrets in front of that flag, but tanks would come up and just blow them up. And I'd just essentially lose men. It'd be a short-lived... It's kind of, they're in range of assorted armour. Cannons, you know, bad stuff. I don't want them to be in range of. So we're not capturing those. Just stay there. So he's tripped the flag, and we'll kill him, and then we'll go and trip it back. I'm also not going to reman the cannon. I like that. The enemy will try and reman that cannon. As troops come in, say, I don't know, a squad of 10 men, 2 of them will break off and try and reman that cannon. Whichever way the entire squad's going, the enemy squad is going, 2 of them will break off and head for that cannon. And so it helps me to defeat them piecemeal. Because then I'm fighting 2 stupid ones that are just walking straight onto my guns. And a smarter up squad that's 2 men down. firing up the back gun. Gonna capitalise on that later. I'm not aiming the back, I'm aiming the turret forward so that it shoots. Yeah, whatever. Now, this is the spot. Right here, this is the spot. This tank here wins the game. That's it. We've won. So he can, from that command point, if the enemy manages to hit on him at all, it's only going to hit him in the turret. Might knock out a mat at best. And frankly, I haven't seen it happen.
Yes, sir.
If I have seen it happen, I haven't seen it happen in, I don't know, a gazillion games.
Got it, sir. Fire. Keep low. Keep moving. Move out. Keep low.
Boom. Who's he shot? He shot. Is that armoured car, is it? No, he's just shot high X against some infantry. I will need to get him some resupply. So next on my list is either another tank, because I can afford one. Overkill, but hey, nothing wrong with overkill. And then once we've got him up there, then it's going to take a while for us to start getting useful troops. And eventually we'll put snipers up here to get better range. We'll have ammunition up here. And we'll have mortars up here. And this will become the firebase from hell. And they're just an indomitable fortress. So down here, that's our next point I want to capture, because that one gives me the super duper tank killing tank, super duper tank destroyer, which I want. And again, I'll park him in exactly the same place. I'll swap him out with that one, and he'll just have a much bigger range and dominate even more of the map. Now, if I was smart, I'd capture that, but I wasn't smart enough to work that out. Still thought I was being smart by not capturing it. So I'll drive him in. If there's anything to shoot, we'll give his 50 cal to do it. We'll rotate the turret the other way. Smash a bit more of this house down. Just makes it easier for my anything else I send to come up this way without trying to run around the house and into the capture point or into some enemies. Those tank traps there. Oh my god, I used to get the dynamite. I used to stop the tank, get the dynamite out, go and blow them up, then just drive around the back. But how easy is that? World's worst tank traps. And I'm going to park him here, and he's just going to double up on that guy. So, as I said, he's really surplus to need, but I couldn't resist. The other guy would do the job all on his own, would just seal this off. So anything, any armour, any vehicle that comes down the right-hand side or the centre is going to get murdered by those two. One would be enough. Overkill now, and then now I've got to wait. As I said, our resource supply now is really slow. So the detriment to playing the game this way is that it's a really slow start. What I don't want, because I want that unmanned cannon, encouraging all the troops to run for it, I don't want to leave it there, because sooner or later... Oh, crap, that ran out already. Oh, dear. Because sooner or later... so what I'll do when I grab this flag is I'll pick up some more bullets for these guys, I hope. I don't want to stick... They're going to get killed if they stay out here for long, but... And he's picked up a bazooka, a Panzer Shrek. That's handy. And just whatever ammo I can grab them, then I'll retreat them. Because it's going to be a while before we get an ammo truck up here. What I could do with them, I suppose, is there's some more dead bodies behind us. Go and loot them. that was the cannon off the tank. So that's about where he starts engaging. So over the period of the game, there's going to be a huge pile of broken enemy tanks and smashed vehicles right there where that shell landed. The only ammo I can find is submachine gun ammo, and these guys both have rifles. So, I can't get any rifle ammo, I'll try and get a submachine gun. Oh look, MP40, we all want that gun. Someone gave you one of those, you'd be a happy boy, face it, you know you would. You know you want this gun. How happy is he? Like, hey. What's the film? The tank film with Brad Pitt.
Yes, sir.
Not Glory, I don't know. Anyway, he's the tank commander. He's got one of those, obviously, because he's Brad Pitt. He would have.
We have lost a strategic position to the enemy. Yes, sir.
Alright, keep giving me that flag. I know it's only 5 resource points, but honestly, it's moving slow. So, that's what we want. Now I'm going to fast forward to... whoops, we'll just move that cannon.
Already on that, sir.
And then I'll I'll shove him in basically a safe position, where I don't think it's going to get blown up. And this is just bait. This is enemy bait. They are going to come for this cannon, they're going to try and man it. And they're just going to get mown down every time they try. I'm going to get a sniper. And again, I've got to run him in up the side, can't have him running through town. That would be very dangerous. Right, they've moved it to a nice safe spot. It's hard, it's not going to get splash damage there. I hope it isn't. I'm a bit worried that those tanks are using their HE so much. So I think the next thing I'll get will be a supply truck. So you can see I'll put my menu ready for supply truck. And rather than bore you with that, what I'm going to do is fast forward. I'm just... hang on, I need to get a sniper set up. Sniper's going to have to duel as well. I think there's still people in the trenches, or they might have reinforced. So I'll get the sniper to clean out that trench again. Yeah, I almost kamikazed him there. Get back and do it properly, mate. I'd like him to be in this bunker behind the tanks, looking back down over that command point and just keeping the way open. So when I send squishy ammunition trucks down there, they won't go through a load of infantry. That'll kill them, because the infantry will be dead. Dead. And we've got some bullets. Really trip that flag again. Well, I don't really want any more of these Wolverine tanks. Anyway, I've got more than enough. They're not very good versus infantry. Kind of tempted to try and get myself a nice Sherman. Capture the centre point on the first line, get a Sherman. That's much better versus infantry. Now you'll notice I'm not taking my spare tank. You know, I only need one to hold that. Up to the front line. Even though I could park him behind a wall, I know from bitter experience that he won't last long there. And I don't want to, you know, they cost a fortune, took ages to get. I don't want to lose any of them. Oh, 2 in 1! 1 shot, 2 kills! What's the dreadful sniper movie? That's probably called Sniper. And I shot them from a helicopter. You couldn't have shot from a helicopter. Whatever. They're all about the 1 shot, 2 kills. So that looks pretty pacified. I think that's clean. I'm not sure for I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's been cleaned out. My ammo truck's got enough supply for that, so I've just called it in. A moment too soon, eh? So those guys really need some. So they've got a... I'll grab some ammo while they're here. I'll get them back to safety. So the next sort of thing I'm wanting, more snipers and mortars. I'd like snipers to give me a basically better line of sight. I haven't got this played with the fog of war on that shows me what my line of sight is by greying out the rest. I should have done, but I didn't get around to switching the graphics options. Didn't annoy me enough for me to bother. The enemy is still in the fog of war. I can't see, you know, I haven't got a red dot for everything on the map. But, if you play with the fog of war, it's very easy to know what your line of sights are. What the range of my snipe, you know, how much visibility my sniper's giving me, etc. Right, I want him to decrew and don't want men in my ammo trucks because it draws fire. And they're squishy, they explode. I leave those 2 guys down there, they'll protect anyone who comes in from that cannon. And they'll stop infantry sneaking up on the tanks and grenading them from halfway down the firebase. The other thing the sniper's got, he's got the resupply grenade that drops in. He throws the grenade, wherever the grenade lands, yellow smoke goes off, and an airdrop arrives and drops a crate of ammo. So I'll be using him to drop resupply down at that front wall there. Just keeping them in ammunition is clearly a pain in the bum. You know, I could keep running them back to here, or it's a pain. So as soon as they're reloaded, I'll chuck them down the front, back in their spots. If I get enough firepower at the front, the enemy will never capture that flag. It'll all get cut down. Hey, shoot 'em, boys! And what they're shooting, double dead. Somebody shot his hat off. Did you ever see a game called Hidden and Dangerous 2? It was kind of like Rainbow Six does World War II. Made in Czechoslovakia. Really, really great tactical shooter. And one of the things about it is you could shoot people's hats off. I found very entertaining, almost Clint Eastwood shootout. I shot this chap's hat off, and as he ran down the street trying to pick his hat back up and put it back on his head, as he got close to it, I shot the hat again, and he's having to chase him after his hat as I was shooting it down the road away from him. Very entertaining. I do like shooting people's hats off. It's a good game mechanic. I won't try it in real life. So I'm probably saving up for a sniper at this point. That's expensive. Infantry. What do we do? Ah, okay. So what I'm going to do is with another infantry is I'll push down the right hand side of the map to the flag ahead of the one we've captured. That gets me the I don't know what it's called, the super duper tank destroyer. This will be bloodthirsty. This is where I will take the most casualties. As you can see, I've taken like no casualties so far, unlike the enemy. But when I go on this next push, straight into enemy territory, basically into end game of the level territory with this starter unit with no protection, it will be messy as hell. It'll be a slaughter. This is a suicide squad. With the benefit of hindsight, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do this right now at all. But I will grab this. Look, I don't know why I didn't bother all along. I also want to free up the sniper. So I'll grab this and I'll man the machine gun turrets that spawn. That'll give me A, faster resources. 30 is a lot compared to the 5 I've been dribbling with. B, cannons. Probably won't use them, to be honest with you. Not a lot of use. Essentially, I don't want anything that fights face on. You see those tanks up there? They're going to shoot them in the side. If I put some cannons down, they get shot back. If I put some tanks down at the front, they get shot back. I don't want anything to get shot back. Don't want any face on attacks. So there we go. Get a couple of riflemen, one on each of these machine gun points. And unless, and basically that's now safe. No armour's going to get down this side of the map with those two tanks overwatching. And the machine guns will deal with any infantry. That point's captured, it's safe. Never going to change hands. So I'll bring these troops back up and we'll find something to do with them. And it is, go down that road, across that river. The job for them is capture the next point. Reconnaissance in force, perhaps. But yeah, mainly what I wanted to do was to get control of that point. And that's what I brought him in for. So sniper here, before he goes in there, or I'd like him to lurk for a little bit. Obviously reload him, but I want him to go and drop his ammo grenade right up the front line, at the front gate of the base. Sound of the airplane. So this differs from what have we been playing? Call to Arms skirmishes. I've just played through all the Call to Arms skirmishes. I will upload some, if not all. I want to get some more time. I'm a bit busy at the moment with work. This differs in that you get 9 capture points, not 2, 4, 6, 7. Get the lines of 3, not lines of 2. They're also, I think, no matter... Uh-oh, look at him. He's totally out of position. I was not expecting armour to... Yeah, he was going to be a problem, except that luckily I'd looted the bazooka. And they stopped it. What I wanted was for no armour ever to come up the front drive and for more ways to go around the side. So that's a little scary. I need to work that out some. But sorry, yeah, as I was saying, this differs from Call to Arms skirmishes in two ways. One is that you get an extra spawn point. Two is what I quite liked about Call to Arms skirmishes is that each skirmish map has a different set of units. In Men of War 2, the units are the same. I'm going to get the same loadout of units. I'm going to get the same as Americans. In every American skirmish, I'll get, you know, the first point will get me the cannon and the 50 cals. The second point will get me the infantry in the armoured car. The third point will get me the Sherman. And change the map, but still get a Sherman at the same point. Still get the same units. In Call to Arms skirmishes, each map is in a different year. So I get a different bunch of units, and there's also 4 different doctrines. I get different loadouts. Interesting, shakes it up a little. But less capture points. Nah. So I like both. I don't know which I like best. What I do know is, of all of them, this is the map I love the most. My absolute favourite map. Favourite level.
Yes, sir. Get ready for fight.
I couldn't resist showing it to you. I'm sure you've seen it, I'm sure you've played it. But it's a fine one.
Get out of here.
I've been, that ammo tray at the front is out of ammunition already. So that's why I was loading those guys up at the back, so they weren't putting extra drain on it. Because these guys are, what happens with these guys is they'll fire off half a magazine, or a couple of shots in the magazine, and then they'll reload a whole magazine. So they're really fighting that way. They are really draining the ammunition resupply very fast. Not a very efficient use of resources. But what the hell, it's lazy and it's easy. So I've got a mortar ready. Get my first mortar up here. I'm not sure whether to have him back here with the tanks, where he's going to have good ammunition supply and be fairly safe. I bought this quad 50 as well to guard the flank from infantry. Spoiler alert, waste of money. Don't think you can fire as a shot. So I mean, he'd be ideal for right at the front there, like where these guys are hiding behind the wall covering that flag, but the truth is tanks are going to come up that way and they'll just blow him up. I've got the sniper in there, that he can reach that flag on the left. He can cover that from where he is. And his job is to get line of sight for my 2 tanks to... So whatever's shooting him there, if he lines them up so the tanks can see it, I think there's a cannon up there, they'll deal with it. Yes, hopefully they'll get their cannon too. But as you can see, this is a pretty commanding position. From there, they are at least half the map. So not much, if anything at all, is going to get past. So we've just, by placing them 1 or even 2 of them there and the sniper, essentially we've controlled half the map. Nothing's going to get past them, so everything behind them's weak. Never gets reinforced.
Line up for me. Enemy is ahead.
So it's like now, I really want him right up the front. I want him to be really aggressive. I want him to shoot that low wall down the bottom of that road, down the bottom of the hill. I want him to be able to bomb that with his mortar. It's not going to have any ammunition, unfortunately, so I've got to move pretty swiftly to get another ammo truck.
Well done, boys.
And obviously I want a lot more than 1 mortar. I want 10 mortars now. Well, you know, I want 10, but I won't get 10. So he's reasonably aggressive. He's behind the box. I don't think people are going to shoot over that and get him in the head. Don't think he's going to get grenaded. I don't think he's going to get tank shot, but he might do. Look at this armour car coming. Puma. So I'm going to duck. I don't like. I'm going to hopefully, with nothing to view here, he'll decide to drive on and not come up this hill. Oh, I think it's working. He seems to be leaving us alone. So that guy was running for my unmanned cannon. See what I mean? Breaking the form. Ah. Dark again, boys. Didn't work. Give him some more time. And I've got resource now for another ammo truck. Or I might hold out for a mortar. This Puma's annoying me. It's not going neatly according to my plan, but sooner or later he's got to he's hitting the tanks. His flag, I could probably take out now. I was going to say, could have taken out the anti-aircraft gunner, but no. Right, stand up, lads. You could use some more ammo.
Yes, sir. We've captured a strategic position.
Our second ammo truck's taking some hits. I don't know where from. I want to get him down to the mortar. Oh, I hope he'll survive there, but he might not. He might just get blown up and
Yes, sir. Got it, sir. Got it, sir.
but hopefully he'll have enough cover
Got it, sir.
not to be a problem, but we'll find out the hard way. Let's park him here. He's got a lot of cover, but he's not. Things can hit him there. Let's deman him so he's not a target and heal him. Sorry, repair him.
Very suspicious.
Repair it.
Got it, sir.
Mastering the English language. And then he can come and help. I'm going to move that sniper just into range of the resupply so he's constantly in bullets.
Ready for action. Fire at infantry. Fire. Aim is in the reach zone. Aim is in the reach zone.
As you can see, after firing just one bullet, the sniper wants a new magazine off the reload truck. Which is so greedy. You could shoot all 10, then get another magazine, you know. Clip, whatever.
Get back out.
And now we're out of resource. We had a big spend up. Next thing I still want more mortars. What I want to be doing is making this fire base more and more survivable. If I start capturing all the other points, then heavier armour will come right up that road and smash me. So I need to upgrade the base's ability to defend itself from more and bigger units all at the same time. There's more mortars. Eventually I want a bigger tank and a bigger, longer range, harder hitting gun.
Targets in the open.
I probably want some more snipers just to keep the visibility good at all angles. Once we have that, then it'll be time to advance undercover up to the up down the right hand side to the next flag. You can just see it at the top of the screen there.
Yes, sir. Repairs complete.
Take it, hold it long enough to get the big tank.
What the heck?
But there's going to be a lot of counter-fire up there. There's going to be artillery, 88s, cannons, infantry zergs, tank zergs. I don't think I can hold it, but I might be able to take it just long enough if I time it right. You know, I've got a big stock of unused resource. Yeah, I might want to cap it just long enough to get the job done.
Line up for me. Get ready for a fight. Fire! Enemies on the right. Fire at infantry. Ready to move. Give 'em hell. Get it. Get ready for a fight.
Still repairing that truck. So 2 mortars there's a pretty decent amount. I'm pretty happy with that.
Let 'em have it.
Now I'm going to want more snipers. I'd like extended line of sight out the front.
Keep moving.
I want another infantry squad set to assault. Duck, boys, duck. That duck tactic worked. Do it again.
Guys, get ready for metal.
Oh. I was hoping he'd bazooka it, but he didn't bother.
Enemy is ahead. Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
And if he continues down there, his days, he's not going to survive that. They're getting shots off, look. They're still going to get my tank crew. Maybe I can lure him a bit further on. Yeah. So yeah, in terms of blowing the tanks up, they got no chance. I don't know if it's a glitch or what, but because that wall is bomb-proof. They got it made. Well, folks, what do you think we should do next? Go on a flamethrower binge, run through the enemy lines, flaming everything.
Quite unexpected.
Now, I'm playing it on 4K again, so I haven't done the
Got it, sir.
graphics scaling trick. It doesn't really work. I haven't got it to work on this game actually,
Quite unexpected.
so I can't really see what my resource count is. I'm timing it nicely.
Aim is in the reach.
Very awkward.
Fire at infantry.
Yeah, mortars. That emplacement over there on the left where the bullets are flying to now, I'm pretty sure there's an 88 gun in it, or there's often, if not usually, an 88 gun. The spawns here are slightly random, they shake it up a little. The 88's in like 1 or 2 or 3 places, cannons in 1 or 2 or 3 places, the mortar pits in 1 or 2 or 3 places. I'm pretty sure that's got one up there, usually does. So before I advance, if I advance with the infantry with a suicide squad, then it'll hammer them. I might be lucky. I don't normally put my mortars that far forward, so we might get lucky.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Might have range on it. But so I haven't got line of sight on it, so we'll get more snipers out.
Yes, sir.
Here he is. So I'm in the sniper. Here's getting some bullets, why not? And we're going down the front, drop off this ammo crate. And we're going to bring this, just for a laugh. In Call to Arms Ostfront, I got into laying tank traps, you know, those big metal girders that tanks can't drive through. I got into laying them in a long line all across the top of the map. We did a couple of missions, or at least one mission. I wanted to do it in 2, and it worked. It was a great tactic. And ever since then, I've been in love with tank traps. So I'm going to bring this guy up, and there's a load of tank traps in that engineer truck. I don't normally use anything out of the engineer truck at all. Occasionally landmines, but basically nothing. And just to pass the time, I'm going to tank trap the top of the base. You saw those armoured cars were trying to come up. I hope, if I lay a line of tank traps blocking that entrance, that the AI will path them another way. Just make the AI will just go, no, not going that way, go round. So I'm hoping that I can grab him. I won't use him as he's the sniper. I want him to snipe. I'll grab a guy, one of my many lazy infantry. I'll fill him up with tank traps, and we'll try and upgrade the base in a way I've never tried before. So it'll be a new experiment for me. We're going to get him to pick up some tank traps, and as I said, just block off this base to vehicle zergs.
Very suspicious.
A bit fiddly.
Got it, sir.
Left click or right click on the guy. That's not being very easy to manage. When I'm right clicking, and you know, it draw a line, and I draw a big long line of mines to lay or tank traps to drop. Normally I'd expect to see every tank trap I'm predicting, but here it's just showing me the first 2 of whatever line I'm drawing, which is confusing me a bit. I've got like 20 on me, it's only showing me icons maximum of 2 and what? Right, it's a small glitch and I'll go over it.
Yes, sir. Go. Outflank them. Move out. Keep low. Got it, sir.
I'll just fiddle with it failingly for a while. Yeah, that should do it, shouldn't it? I thought about sandbags as well, but we've got hard walls to hide behind. I'll put some barbed wire down later, I'll show you how to do it. Thinking, oh yeah, barbed wire, that'll stop the infantry. My own infantry runs straight through the barbed wire, and I'm thinking, oh, it's like friendly fire barbed wire. And then my guys can go through it. Taking the enemy. Oh, what the hell was that? Was a disappointment. Placebo barbed wire. I'll put some down later. And again, what I'll be trying to do is to barbed wire off that. The infantry keep running up to and capturing this flag. I'll try and barbed wire that off. You know, just to essentially just to path them. Just to get them to go the other way. Walk into my machine guns, not walk into my flag, that kind of stuff. I mean, I think those tank traps will do the job. I think that's enough to stop the tank coming in there. Hopefully enough to convince the AI not even to bother coming that way. And I'll stick some more down here. As you can see, it's just showing me the first 2, but actually I've queued it up to drop off about 5. There's that AA I was talking about. Don't mind capturing that, but it's not going to happen. I think it's just getting mortar spam. I think the mortars... No, it's got crew. It's got crew. It's even firing, does it just fire?
Come on.
It's firing at my sniper. Got that sniper in that circular bunch of sandbags. He gives me great line of sight, not just to the front, but to the sides. But he does get shot, and most times I use those sandbags. Whoever's in them, sooner or later, gets shot with a tank, it gets blown up, and they'd all die. So that's his future. Got two in there. I dropped one off because I'm going to take this just down the side, but I'm going to take it so far down the front that it could attract fire. No point having two in there when it explodes. And I'll stop here. I'll park him neatly against the wall, tucked up there, so he can resupply those guys, and then I'll get the man out.
Yes, sir.
I think that's pretty ninja. Hopefully that won't get blown up, but it might. Alright, so I think it's a pretty good spot.
Get ready for a fight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Go and hang out in the
Got it, sir.
sandbags of doom. Sacrificial sandbag spot.
Amazing.
Lots of S's. I saw Men of War. Is it Men of War 2? Men of War 3? I saw there's a new multiplayer chest last weekend. I didn't see it in time to actually try it, and I'm not really. I'm not really big on player versus player in this game at all. I tried it a couple of times with Trinidad Simon. He was very keen to play it, but it wasn't exciting, I have to say. So I've never really given it the time of day. Co-op I love. You know, this game in co-op is great. Well, they're pretty quick. These maps don't last very long when you've got two units. You know, you've got extra micromanagement going on. Yet another sniper, bring him straight here.
Quite unexpected.
And I want him to be up at the front. Actually, I don't know where I want him. Probably maybe at the side. So there's my tank traps. Look, my line of tank traps. That did that. Despite saying it was despite graphically looking like it was only going to lay two, it laid the whole row.
Very suspicious.
Might as well lay some more, eh? All the way up to the edge of the map. There you go. I've got them. I'll use them. You know, that's why I'm dropping them off. They're not really particularly tactical at this point. And after that, I'll have a think about the barbed wire. So yeah, I've made the base, my fire base, more defensible than ever before. That's a first for me.
Got it, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, I heard the 50s, the quad 50 go off just then. So it did get some use. I take it back. Totally well spent resources.
Pour it on 'em. Got it, sir.
That's quite a lot of riflemen there. Nothing's really getting to that flag at the moment. Not changing hands, so that's my next one. Look.
Get out of here. Get out hard. Oh, God.
Oh, more mortars arrived. Well done. Stick in. I'm going to stick him behind here just to spread the load on the ammo trucks. I think he'd be better off where the other two are, be more aggressive. But that'll do.
Rascal! Aim is in the reach zone. Fire infantry. Strange. Nobody told us about it. Oh God!
I'm sort of looking for that sniper I ordered. I asked it. I just said run straight to the centre of camp, so he might be. He might have run through the centre of town and got himself machine gunned to death on the way. Can't even see him. Shame, because they're really expensive. It took me ages. Yeah, nice having that sniper there, isn't those cannons on that tank? Great.
Get ready for the fight. Pour it on him.
Right, so I ordered another sniper. Asked him to go somewhere different this time. I probably want to stick him out here in in these bushes, so that he overlooks that. He might be able to. Clean it out for me. So we're going a bit quiet and I'm a bit resource bound. Don't really know what to do with that quad 50. Other than stick it on in front of a boat for Waterworld, the quad 50 in Waterworld. With the sort of psycho guy screaming as he shoots the hell out of whatever. Very good. I could probably just stick it up the front and use it and lose it, I suppose. It's a shame to waste him.
Yes, sir.
Sniper Joe. And stand there with. Go meet Sniper Simon.
Let this on for size. Pour it out. Get out of here.
Yeah, I normally like him in those bushes, obviously, where they're not going to get seen. But again, I sort of feel he's dropped his ammo crate off there. I sort of feel sacrificial. I'm not confident he'll survive up there. But I'll give him a try.
Give him hell. Fire infantry. Target to the open. Yes, sir. Pour it on him. Another one down. Pour it on him. Hurrah! Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That might be bad timing to move him up.
Aim is in the reach zone.
So is he going to come up to like the infantry troops again? He's not, is he? So he's not interested. He's driven straight by. So last time, because my guys are all standing up, he'd go up there and have a skirmish with them. But this time, he just drove straight by. So I'm hoping that my tank traps were useful. And just drove him did a good thing. That's what I hope. I'll tell myself that's what they did anyway, since I bothered to put out. Alright, so I want to take that position. I want to snipe out all those guys on that wall. And the spawn... Oh, look at him. Are mortars even attacking that? Are they in range? Probably not. There's maybe some splash damage. Or wildfire.
Amazing. Strange. Nobody told us about it.
Machine guns are both good. So yeah, I bought the unit. I bought the infantry squad. They're the ones that are going to go over across that water.
Got it, sir.
And so they're going to, I mean, and suicide basically. But I'm going to make it easy for them and clean these out while they clean out the opposition. I'll start with the machine gunner. It's the most dangerous one. Might be able to shoot me back. Listen to the cows. Oh look, see that something's gone badly wrong. So he can very seriously get killed there. I don't know what was shooting him, but there's two explosions.
There you are.
Oh, there's another machine gunner there. Let's start with them. One kill, two shot, one shot, two kills. What do you think? One shot, one kill, but it was a bloke standing behind the guy I was aiming at. So these guys, if I kill them here, as the new infantry squads, reinforcement squads come in onto the map, they will stock up these spawn points, these flag points. But the guys on the wall, they'll never reman. So I want to kill them. They're my higher priority. They'll weaken the position indefinitely. So once I've killed everyone on the wall, I'll then kill everybody in the flag. I'm a bit worried that, you know, cannons are now shooting at me. I guess I'm still alive, so I'll keep going. Try not to upset the cows too much. That gunfire going off around them. Don't like it. I mean, that seems pretty clear. So now if my squad's arrived, I'll send it in. And as I say, we'll just, could be real carnage over there. It should be. Normally it's real carnage over there. I know I've cleaned out all these guys, but I'm expecting whatever cannons were firing at my sniper to be firing at them, and worse. There they all are. Got as much ammo as they can carry. Now watch this. They're just going to go straight through that barbed wire I put down. And I'm thinking, oh.
Yes, sir.
Straight through it, like it wasn't there. Imaginary barbed wire. So why bother laying it? Yeah, so I'm thinking, oh, well, you know, I guess that's okay. Didn't slow me down. I was wondering if I could get through, to be honest. But I'm thinking, yeah, that's okay. You know, didn't stop them. But cannon shooting from the other side of the road on the left. Look, See him? Just sticking on the edge of the screen. Trying to break line of sight with that. I'll hide behind the cow shed. I think I've triggered the flag, yeah, so we'll capture the flag. Will we have enough resource to buy the Uber tank? Not yet.
Got it, sir.
In fact, we're still in it's like 1,200 from memory. I can't quite read what I've got, but it's not in the thousands. No, that's not what I should do, guys. I wanted them to hide inside the shed, but instead they decided to run around the back. Nervelwerfer is firing at me. There's two of them, so there's probably another strike coming any second as soon as it's spun round.
Target's in the open.
And the tank said it's not sustainable, I can't hold them there. I might be able to kill the cannon? Might be able to get some juicy kills, but they've either got to retreat or go out in a blaze of glory. I'm thinking it's going to be a blaze of glory. Asked him to throw a grenade at the cannon. Is he going to be able to? Let's go for it. Oh, he was going for it until a Nerval missile landed on his head. Luckily, a Nerval missile landed on the cannon as well. So there's no one going. But they haven't killed him. They've just demanded. Guys, oh, yeah, so that was a waste of life. That was just a complete waste of life. Nothing they kill is going to not be replaced faster than they are. Machine gun, going through as many as he can. See how many he gets. 1, two,
Got it, sir.
Oh, look up there, that's another 88. Boom. And the levels. Yeah, so I mean, hopefully that's the worst sacrifice I've made and will make for the rest of the game. Hopefully I won't be as bad a commander as that again. I reckon the cows, are there any cows left? Right,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
I'm not doing that again. I'm going to put some barbed wire out here. Again, try and shape it so the troops run a really stupidly long path. Oops, press the wrong button.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I put some, I mean, I'm a bit apprehensive given that it doesn't, given that they just run straight through it. Is there any point to even putting it here? But, oh the hell, stick it down. Got it.
Got it,
It's
sir.
got nothing else to do. I'm going to send a lone guide just to go and stand there under the cap point, hide behind the sandbag, so it doesn't change hands quite so quickly. So I've only captured, I've only got one other point. So despite that only pays 5, God, it's running through. Complete. Are we going to make it? Hand grenade it, mate. Hand grenade it. There's a good one. Ah. He did alright, didn't he? Kamikaze man. Completed the mission. So I'll leave him there. And he can hold it for as long as he holds it, and then he'll die.
Captured a strategic position.
Let me fix that truck.
Yes, sir. Got it, sir. Get it.
So I have the big cannon, then I can probably do stuff like take out the 88 in a duel, or take out the cannon down there in a duel. I don't know what caliber its gun is, probably 100mm or I don't know, massive. Can't remember what they call it, a hugger, a shagger, a fudger, I don't know. It's a tank I've never seen anywhere outside of this game. But essentially it's another open top tank destroyer with a massive gun. Probably thicker armour. Might be like a tank destroyer version of a Pershing.
Yes, sir.
Right. I'm in his suicide position.
We have lost a strategic position today.
Seems to be on that point. He stands up and get a better line of sight. See one? No. No, I don't know who captured that flag, given that I can't see anyone there. So,
We have lost a strategic position to the enemy. Line up for me. Got it, sir.
oops, bad time. Oh yeah.
Fired infantry.
You take this one.
Line up for me. Pour it on up.
Yeah, look, they're not coming up here anymore. They're not interested. Those kind of tank traps, I think, have
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
had a good effect.
Let him have it. Give him hell. We captured a strategic position. Sir.
Dog more man over there.
Nobody told us about it.
So now the infantry is coming up in a place I hadn't spotted it. There's a gap in the wall, and they're coming in through there. If I'd have spotted that, I'd have tried to barbed wire it, but I haven't.
For Uncle Sam. Move out. Keep low.
He's definitely running for the end to man that cannon up
Lost a
hidden.
strategic position to the enemy.
He wasn't going for the flag, was he?
Got it, sir. Go! Go! Aim is in the reach zone. Fire! Ready for more. Ready for more. Keep moving. Pour it on him.
So we need some ammunition there.
Yes, sir. Aim is in the reach zone. Enemy on the right. Sir. Get out of here. Fire infantry. Go, hang up for me. Medic. Yes, sir.
I think what I'll do is leave that guy down there, so that he can't change hands while he's still in the spawn point. So I'll just hide him there. See if I can can slow down the capture rate. Now, I'm not sure, but I think I'm in thousands with resources at this point. I think I'm pretty close to being able to buy the Imber tank, which means it's time to get another bloke down there and hiding behind the bags. Let's clear it out with the sniper. This time we'll just send one bloke, not a sacrificial unit of 10. Get him with his big bazooka. Sniper doesn't seem interested in him. It's a shame. Cannon missed, that was lucky.
Capture a strategic position. Line up for me. Stay on course. Come on. I got you in my scope. Keep moving.
So all in all, I'm pretty happy with this base. I think that's strong. Strong enough for me to start attacking again, and I'll upgrade it at least one more time. If I get this next tank, if that comes in, then I'll stick it up here too. And I'm toying with putting it down on the front door. It's going to have a massive range and a lot of kill power, and probably fairly decent armour. You know, and then it could hopefully shoot and kill him first. At the same time, if it missed and it got shot back and blown up, I'd be pretty annoyed having spent. You see how long I'm having to wait for it. 1,200 resource points. With my limited, you know, with my 2 caps or whatever I've got, 3 perhaps.
Yes, sir.
I'd rather, yeah, I might stick him at the front there to dual tanks like that face to face, but I might not. We'll see how I feel once I've got one. There he is, look. Slugger. That's what they call it. A slugger. I don't know what a slugger is. That's a slugger. So yeah, not just seeing if I could crush that wall with him, since he's a big one. But no. I don't know how big that gun is, but I mean it looks big. Is it bigger than 88? No, I'll try and squeeze through here. The trucks would go through there, so he should go. Well, that was the end of that one. I told you I didn't get much use out of him. So I could park him here, look, so he's got quite a lot of body cover from those 2 low walls. Or here where he's got, you know, the ammunition crates. And then you could shoot down that road, miles down there. It's got line of sight. But it took so long to get him. Oh, I just don't want to lose him. I sort of think if I swapped him for one of those 2 tanks behind in the Imber point, then he'd have a longer range. So as it is, they're sort of shooting over to the middle of the map and a bit more. he'd have a much better range. He'd be able to control a lot more than those two are. So I think I'm going to juggle him, having just wasted my quad 50 driving by it. I think I'm going to bring him back, swap him out for those two. At least one of them. Try and drive him out without killing anything else. I think I've run over the mortar as well. Look. I think I killed the mortar driving him through it. So that was all in all a miscalculation on my point there. Cost me a mortar and an anti-aircraft gun. And I'll see if I can get him in here past that truck without killing that as well.
Yes, sir.
Not risking having blown up the mortar and the mortar. I didn't even notice I killed the mortar until I watched the replay, until I'm watching it now. I didn't notice when I was playing. Let's try and wriggle him into that, right up to the edge. Oh, that'll do, won't it? So I think that's a really good kill spot for him. I think, you know, that's the best I could possibly hope for him. I don't think he'll ever die there, and I think he'll get loads of kills. And hopefully, despite that I've lost a mortar and an AA gun down, hopefully that's an upgrade in kill power. And my tank base is now, my tank base? My hill base is now vastly more powerful. That's what I hope. I don't know what this I'll do with that other Wolverine, of course.
Come on.
So I still need a little bit of maintenance. There's, you know, troops that are going to run out of ammo on the front line, on the front gate. Well, I should basically, I'll be able to leave it to it now. So strong, I should just be. Now I can do something else. So let's get a Sherman, something with a lot of machine guns that can deal with infantry. Use him to attack the to consolidate the lines behind us. And I'll drive and I'll smash these boxes down too, so the machine gun next to him is harder to sneak up on. More line of fire. But over there, look on the top left of the screen, that's the flag I'm after next. Maybe I can shoot a big high explosive cannon shell in there, doesn't seem to want me to. Now if I spin the turret round, however, the 50 on the back, do its thing, I hope. See what happens. I've learnt to do that this game as well. Use the 50 on this, finally learn how to use it. And that's pretty effective, right? It's killing them all. So I just kind of... There's an auto aim. The 50 cal gunner is auto aiming as long as I'm getting in somewhere close. It's doing the rest. I'm not targeting it, pulling the trigger. Right, that's pretty much capture, isn't it? And I'll leave that tank there, it's pretty safe. I'll use him as a trapdoor spider. If something makes it through, I'll sneak him out for a shot as when it's needed. I'm going to bring 3 guys down. 1 to sit on the cap and 1 for each machine gun that spawns. Look at this guy. I don't know who he is or where he came from. He's just showed up from I don't know where. How you doing, mate? Who are you?
Got it, sir. Yes, sir.
Maybe he's that missing sniper from right early on. That I thought I couldn't find. Maybe he got pinned down or something. And this is another. The first three resource points pay 30. I don't know if it's 30 a minute or something, but they pay well. So it's good to have them. Well, this will add 50% to my rate of resourcing. But I'm not taking the third one. I don't want to upgrade the enemy's reinforcement tree just yet. Maybe he's got some anything I can loot. Big machine gun maybe. Tank grenades, I don't know, health packs, spare gun, whatever. So he's going to hold that. Machine guns are going to kill any infantry. There shouldn't be any armour really that gets in there. Shouldn't be able to get past the hill. If it does, it's going to get shot in the back by my trapdoor spider. So yeah, he was another sniper, I guess. He was the one I ordered a long time ago that I complained never showed up. Guessing he got pinned down in the centre of town at the roadblock that we just cleared. Decided, you know, and the AI said don't move while they're still there. Maybe. I don't know. That's my theory. It's getting a bit traffic jam with dead tanks. To the point where I can't really hit him with all the tank carcasses in front of him. I can manually control it, see if I can get a good kill shot on him, or even just blow up the tanks in front of him. An ammo crate, run you sniper. In the tank. Shoot there. Didn't do much. It's quite fast reloading. I'm surprised by how fast this tank reloads. When you think of a massive gun, it would be. Trying to shoot through that armoured car into him and blow him up. That didn't happen. Oh, well, that's done. Oh, I'm not going to be remanning any of those stuff there. Next guy trying to recapture that cannon. Not happening, mate. Yeah, so that's why I leave them unmanned, so that, you know, individual. Can I get a gun off this guy? Or some ammo? No. No ammo. I'm going to shoot that guy crawling next to me. I've got half a box of heavy machine gun ammo. Something, I suppose. Got all that barbed wire on me. Stick him up there, see if he can be a... Oh no, let's rob the motorbike and sidecar. That's definitely got guns guns and ammo that I can use. Stick him in that house. So yeah, I'm going to stick him in the window to get me some line of sight and maybe shoot people in that trench in front. Just keep things visible so that my tanks and mortars and snipers, etc., so the hill base can just wipe them out.
Line up for me.
Now the next thing I want, other than obviously more slugger tanks, is the airstrikes. Do you remember when I brought the troops over here, the WW2 was just massacring everything? I'd like to get the airstrikes and have a crack at the WW2s and make this less of a death trap. The snipers in Assault Squad 2 are more accurate than the snipers in Call to Arms. Call to Arms misses much more often. And Call to Arms probably misses every second shot. This guy, he almost never misses. Not sure how to deal with that. Probably with a big slugger tank. Probably drive up to it and just blow it up. And you stay there, hold it for as long as you can.
Very suspicious.
We've captured a
You guys
strategic
are all
position.
good. Oh, I can have one. I can afford one. So yeah, we'll get another one of these giant tanks.
Direct fire! Enemy is straight ahead!
Still don't quite know how to use it, but we'll make use of it. Because that's such a high tier item, given that I'm still on low tier enemy reinforcements,
Have arrived.
I can really, although it takes ages to get them, it's really going to set me up for dominance. Normally you get those right at the last minute of the end game, and you probably, and if you even turned up to the map in time to get a shot off, you'd be like, well, hey. But now I've got those, I've got 2/3 of the map to capture because I've gone down the side, not in a line up the map. So yeah, they're going to be pretty useful. And as such, from here, we can expect the enemy. We've done the hard part. From now on, the enemy should start collapsing pretty quickly. We'll start taking down. All of his zergs that come on are just going to get eviscerated. And we'll just start easily taking capture point after capture point, I think. Snipers and super tanks. So he's fighting him face on there. I don't like that.
Quite unexpected.
I want to get shot back, so I'm going to retreat him. And move the sniper forward. Put the sniper in this house, look, so he's got nice front end. You can see stuff and shoot them, and that'll be good. Yeah, and I'll capture that point, I think. I think I probably want like more resources, 500 or something, to get an airstrike.
Got it, sir.
put a couple of AT men. I thought, you know, they get so close to the tanks up there, the tank graveyard. It won't hurt for them to have a bazooka to defend themselves. But the flag on the left is shooting me. You know, there's some troops in that flag shooting at me. I don't like that much. Didn't want to capture that flag, so that'd complete a line, and I don't want to do that. Don't want to capture a line till I'm really overpowered. Yeah, these guys, there's some guys in there. Let's capture that, see how long I can hold it. Trip it, and then the tree, maybe. These guys back in that building. That was the second bazooka squad. Oh, they've taken that flag back. I've got the I've got the resource to do it. So I think that right there is where I'll find the WW2. And let's watch that come in. Let's try and get as cinematic airstrike as we can. See him yet? It's on the mini map. Green dot moving fast. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes in the sky, like above us. So. Inconclusive. It's decrewed it, but it's not damaged. Decrew the 88 as well? Don't know. Inconclusive. Bit of a waste of money. Never mind. What was he doing? He just got one-shotted by that mega tank up on the hill. Nice German tank there, so we are getting some high tier tanks, but not on the not being attacked just by infantry and armoured motorbiker scout cars anymore. I am playing backwards and forwards with that cap, however.
Yes, sir.
I like to get a man down to camp on it. Time some reinforcements.
Guys, get ready for
We've
battle.
captured a strategic position.
Oh, another airstrike? What do you fancy one? Let's try the other WW2. We know there's two. We know where they are because they're in the same point every time.
Come on.
Either we could drop it on the same one again. Okay, let's try that. Well, they've got to be blown up, and there's no good just decrewing them. They'll be recrewed long before we get up there. Alright, where is he? See if we can watch him come in again. On the mini-map, moving fast. Here he comes. Don't think the anti-aircraft guns have shot anything down, yeah? It did kill the 88, so if that had any crew in it, it decrewed them again, but it did kill the 88, so it wasn't a waste of money that time. Killing an 88 is good, valuable. Still that cannon underneath me there that needs to go.
Got it, sir. Nobody told us about it.
Nobody told us about it.
15 resource points is quite a lot. I keep it capped because I want the resources. And then we get to a new. But let's bring some reinforcements in. See if we can make a more permanent trench line there.
Captured a strategic position. Reinforcements have arrived.
So I don't really want to capture the whole line, but I do want to wipe out, and I do want to control the whole line. I do want to close the map left to right so things aren't sneaking past me on the far left. Particularly now they've got armour coming. You know, how annoying would it be if a tank snuck past me, got onto the beach, blew up my initial base, and I lost the game? That would be quite... That would be quite frustrating. Oh, yeah. Let's hope that doesn't happen. So yeah, I do want to control the line. I want to bisect the map.
Nobody told us about it.
I've got the airstrike. What I haven't got is the paratroopers. So pretty useful. I suggest you to get the paratroopers. I need to take the first 3 points. Or it might be the second 3. The first 6. I think it's the first 3. Alright, these guys should be able to deal with them. Let's machine gun. They're out of cover, so I'm hoping we'll get in first. Yep, good. It's a lot less troublesome now. Might send a guy out there to just sit under the base, sit under the sandbag. A new home. Oh, of course not.
Keep moving!
Captured a strategic position. Another one down. Fire at infantry.
Artillery point, end game point, and there, look, behind the sandbags, yeah, about there, going to airstrike here, in between. I think there's an 88, I think that's halfway between the 88 and the Nuremberg, and hopefully the rockets from each wing will kill both. You'll know your luck. Now I'm using it as a scout too. I want to see if there's an 88 right here at these sandbags. Can't see one. Definitely got the 88. decrewed that one again. So both the Nobelwerfers have got... Ah, no, there's another... Killed a cannon, not the 88. There's an 88 next to that flag. So 2 Nobelwerfers and 88 left. Another cannon there. We're certainly good... I think we're good to advance up to here. I think we're good to take that. Unless we've got, you know, things to... so we can defend against any reinforcements. I think there's no emplacements covering that. You know, send men and tanks up there and expect them not just to instantly explode. Although we will get them into range of the Nobelwerfers again, which is, yeah, which would be dangerous, expensive.
Keep moving.
I think I've lost my super tank spawn. I'll try and work on that one
Got it,
again.
sir.
I mean, because this really, you know, pays 5, pays 1 point every second birthday. I don't really fret about not holding this one. I mean, we can just take it anytime we need it. Cost per man, right?
Zielt auf die Infanterie!
Only 2 there. That's weird. I thought it would have been full. I'll grab another. We've got a load of lazy blokes here who don't do anything anymore. Don't want the medic. Let's get someone else. Yeah, Tommy. That looks the right kind of gun. How'd it go with the Thompson when I was in Vegas? Not bad. World War II style. Not bad. The guy who owned it in the gun shop, he loved it. You know, I wanted Uzi, you know, like Terminator and all that kind of stuff. But he was so mad about the Tommy, we gave it a go. Nice gun. Useful.
Captured a strategic
Got
position.
an airstrike, don't really feel like it's worth using it. Get another heavy tank as soon as I can and use that to close down the left hand side and cover an advance up to that next flag on the left, just in case there is anything on there, like an 88 that I need to pop from out of range. One of those and a sniper perhaps, and then that'll be use that to push the left side. A lot quieter now, isn't it? Doesn't seem... Oh, here comes trouble. But yeah, so he could cause... If he sneaks down the left, right down the edge, he could cause a lot of trouble. See how close that stud got. And if he comes in where that stud goes, then the guys on the hill will get him, but if he goes straight down the left edge... So let's do trapdoor spider with this big fella. Pop out, shoot, pop back, reload, pop out, shoot, pop back, reload. Trapdoor spider. Missed. Back. And up a little bit. All the troops are promoted for missing. And he reloads really fast, so let's do it again. I think the guys on the hill have got his range on them too. So he's done. So that's my sniper, my new sniper. He can drop some ammo for those guys in the trench. Oh, it looks like they've lost their flag again. No, still got it. So sniper guy, I'd like him... Oh, this is machine gun guy or sniper guy? This is machine gun guy. I'd like him to cover Yeah, that flag up there. And kill everything in it. Just keep it dead. That flag, yeah. I'll leave a Tommy guy up there. It's not. Which he's just dead. Bazooka guy. I don't really need that. Too valuable.
Got it, sir.
If I can take this house, look, and hopefully the window there will be directly overlooking the spawn. The spawn, the flag. Right, got that. I think we are. I'm not shooting them. I think the problem is that there's a guy in the next house. It's semi-detached. There's two houses. There's a guy in the window of the next house. And he's the problem. So the AI is pointing at the guy in the next building, not the guys occasionally in front. Maybe not. I don't know. Got over 1,000 resources. Be the next Uber tank soon. Let's get this fella into play. See if he can make himself useful. Maybe he can reverse 50 cal. Those guys on that point. I mean, he's doing nothing there, right? He's pretty competent. Can take out a tank if he has to. Oh, and they need some ammo.
Keep moving. Yes, sir.
He's got some. So we'll get the sniper to drop off a airdrop.
Very suspicious.
And a bit later on we'll put
Move out. Keep low.
an ammo truck there and just hope it doesn't explode. I think we'll have a sniper down there actually. I mean, might as well, right? Might as well have the extra line of sight. Everything in the house down there for now.
Get ready for a fight.
Pretty much there, is it? So he can not just look forward, but he can also snipe the guys basing themselves at the flag on the left of him. That's in sniper range.
Ready for more.
Oh, got enough for a super tank. Slugger. Shagger.
Nobody told us about it.
And I think that, preferably with a sniper to guard him, to scout for him. As I said, we'll close down the left flank entirely. Leave me kitted out, ready to advance on the next point. The next point on the left is another tank of some description, I don't know what. Oh, it's the Jumbo Sherman, I think. Maybe? Not this one, but yeah, that one at the top of the map now. I think if I capture that, it gives me a Jumbo, it gives me some other super, you know, heavy tank. Maybe a Jumbo Sherman, never used them. I don't think they've got a very big gun, they've got a lot of armour and no big, rubbish. Really expensive and rubbish. Don't use it. You can get this guy. Getting ready for trapdoor. I'd like him to clean out that point as well. Spin his turret round, you can use the rear gun now and know how to do it. 2 new tactics this game. After all these years, the reverse turret kill and the tank traps. It says you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Yes. Now he's aiming at something. What is it? Ah, some infantry down there. I like to get rid of them just so that my tanks can actually, by default, have their guns facing forward the way the enemy tanks are going to come, rather than be looking completely the wrong direction. And while we're doing the reversing, oh look, just found one. Facing the right direction, it wasn't. He was getting shot. Oh, yeah, there's that. Gonna blow up the mate and then kill him. Oh, I think that did the job. So this guy, there's a capture point behind us, flag behind us. The machine gun faces backwards, so let's present the gun to where the tanks come and just reverse and let the 50 cal do its thing. Might as well clean them out, right? So we do want to capture it, there's nothing there. Okay, like that. Reversey. Right, so we've got a line across town, and we definitely own this half of the map. I mean, we haven't captured every point, but I don't think there's any enemy there. What's next? Another airstrike? Take that list, just in case there is an 88 there. Or another sniper. No, let's just airstrike that just in case there is an 88 there. I didn't see him when he flew over last time, but I didn't have a lot of time to check. And it is our next target. Right, oh, here he comes, here he comes. Killed a load of men, but no, there was no set fire to the haystack. Look, wasteful, valuable hay. You still own that one? That's nice. He's captured it, but it'll get captured back pretty automatically now that guy's parked there. I did think I bought a sniper, where is he?
Position to the enemy. Well done, boys.
There he is, in front of the tank. Right where he belongs. Right, stick him up there. That's a good spot for him. You can work on that trench line or expect some tanks. Oh, let's see what happens. Oh, expect him. Actually, that's quite a lot more shooting at me than I'm willing to stick around for.
We've captured a strategic position.
The battalion is granted an additional
Ah, let's just save because it's captured a full line. I've accidentally bumped that. So I've now got a full line of, my first full line of flags, which means I can expect a counter-attack and increased difficulty of things coming to get me.
Line up for me.
I think we're pretty well positioned for a counter-attack, right? Got the hill of death, the firebase of death, and some Imber tank hunters. Got an airstrike ready. Got some line of snipers out the front. Strong trenches, bazookas in them. I think whatever they send, might lose that top right flag, the one that gives me the Imber tanks. Gives me the sluggers. I always take it back. Like one man on it.
Move out. Keep low.
Nest. Cabbage. You get shot off. Got an armoured car, that means there's a load of troops coming. Not seeing anything really scary coming in this counter-attack. I guess it was two tank and an armoured car and a tank and an armoured car, and the tanks are done.
Let him have it. Get out of here.
Oh, my sniper up on that hill's out of ammo. I can do that. Quick trip back home. Look, they're just going to run straight through barbed wire, like it's not there. What's the point of that?
Contact him.
Fire at infantry.
Got you in the scope. Got it, sir. Guys, get ready for battle.
I'm glad the mortars eventually got him. Or I might have to bring a tank over and sort him out. Or go with the bazooka team, or couldn't really know. Just kind of fingers crossed that the mortars would get him, and they did. Right, Sniper Simon.
Hey, boys. Strange. Nobody told us about it.
So that, I think, is the counter-attack dealt with. Wasn't very
Line up for me.
threatening.
Direct fire.
I think we've held on to the slugger flag. Let's try and get this one. The sniper now to sort these boys out, sort that trench out. Think of a way to capture it. Not so much capturing it, it's holding it. I think, you know, he's probably in range of his Nurble-werfers up there and stuff as well.
Get ready for a fight.
That's just a totally bad place to be. They keep coming back to it. I think they go, loads of dead bodies, I won't go there. But no. He's running for the empty cannon, look. Still trying.
Yes, sir.
No, perhaps he was trying to capture the flag.
Quite unexpected. Ready for more.
I fire infantry.
Come on.
Contact. Targets in the open.
Gosh.
Alright, I'm looking for some sort of anti-infantry tank. I don't think I want to go with the mobile 50s. You know, the ones on the half track. I wouldn't mind getting that blown up with a airstrike. I mean, it's got to go, right? Watch this fella come in.
That will show them.
Where is he?
Amazing.
Here he comes. Still didn't blow it up. A waste of money. Oh, look at them, they're out of ammo big time. Gotta get the truck down there. So not sure a truck will survive down there, but let's get it however long it lasts. Must be worth it.
Move out. Keep
Keep
low.
those boys alive in the fight.
Got it, sir. Nice shot.
In the meantime, what we'll do with these guys with no ammo, we're going to man the machine guns. You know, the ones that spawned when we capture the flag? Come on there. Oh. Without any infantry probably. Oh. It turns out that that wasn't a machine gun, it was a motorbike and sidecar. It wasn't firing, it was just... So I better bring him back and I mean, we'll nick the machine gun now. I'm getting ready to decrew these guns quick as well. First sign of attack, I've got to get those men out.
Got it, sir.
Nobody told us about it.
Don't really want to leave them in there. I've done
Yes,
my job.
sir.
Cleaned up.
Quite unexpected. Yes, sir.
It's just that when tanks come along, they just blow them up instantly. It's an easy kill. Lose the machine gun, lose the man. For what? Oh. There's you, parked in the bush. So, hang on a second. Just reload him while we try to do a drive-by. Can I have some, mate? And the icons are so small I can't see how fast that's reloading, but it must be doing it. Getting to do that too. Aimed with the troops. What are they aiming at?
Amazing.
Seem to have all sorts of ammo in there, so let's get that down to here. Drop it off, unman it, pray. big enough to. I'm not that the radius is big enough to do everyone. Alright, you get guys, and one of you can
Got it, sir.
heal the truck. Repair the truck.
Got it, sir.
You can get yourself into cover.
Oh, gosh. Ready for action.
Keep low.
Fire infantry.
Line up for me.
Yep, slowing that flag. Well, that one's got to be grabbable. Let's just have a steal.
Yes, sir.
Right now, what can you see, mate? Seems empty, right? Not quite.
Keep low.
Give him hell. I got you. Let's go. Nice shot.
Look at him fly!
There you are. Get out of here.
There's two more over there. A sniper to find.
Get ready for the fight.
Targets in the open.
Let's have an explore. Let's just get a guy
Got it,
and
sir.
try his luck.
Go. Hurrah.
They're everywhere. Pour it on 'em. Ah. For Uncle Sam.
Pretty good. Whoa, that's it. Captured it. Motorbike coming. Let's grab the heavy machine gun. Can't find any bodies. Can't find the gunner's bodies. Decayed and left. I don't really want to stick him on this machine guns as usual. Let's go and... I mean, we're right there, it'd be rude not to. Why don't we go and have a go at the artillery spawn. Hand grenade, hand grenade. Oh, kill the guy standing next to you. Good, give you a rock, good.
Guys, get ready for metal.
You know what? I think you just cracked it. So we'll have it. That'll give us another set. Now this should set us up for a massive Zerg. There's one more spawn point to capture at the back. I guess you can just stay there, can't you, and try and hold it till he dies. Let's send somebody down to do the final. Let's make it the mother of all Zergs and get a double counter attack.
Granting you additional resources for your fantastic progress, but
Artillery,
expect
I'll
fierce
take it.
enemy resistance.
So that should be useful. Bring him down to about here. Calliope or Calliope? What do you call it? It's the Sherman with a Katusha type things along the roof rack.
Around that, sir.
Alright, sending this guy back out of the line to go and capture this point.
Reinforcements have arrived.
I said just to give us a double surge, just for the fun factor. I don't think I can hold the top row anyway, so. Have the resources. Here comes Calliope. I think we've lost a point or something. Red warning at the top. Yeah, I've lost the point on the left. Top left gone.
Hey, boys!
Fire at infantry!
See what's coming through there. See anything? Something triggered it. Holding zone. And in some. Rambo left. Machine gun his time. He's gonna hide in the mud with his big knife. Spring out underneath them. Stab them. Reach for his explosive arrow bow. Oh yes. Next third man. Recapture that point. See if he's as successful as the last guy who just stormed it all on his own. Is Rambo. Rambo 2. It's Rambo's mate. Grenade. In you go. On the walls. Shoot. Come on, Rambo. Son of Rambo. Rambo Light. Rambo the Rambo 2. Alright, we got it. Oh, but hang on, why haven't we captured the one down at the bottom left? What's going on there? You know, it's got to be done quick because once they send tanks in, that whole front row can collapse. I've got one man in each turret. So what happened here? Why? Well, he didn't get in. Let's go a bit slower this time. Instead of charging him straight to the point. There's obviously something in there.
Strange. Nobody told us about it. Yes, sir.
Oh, found someone. There's somebody on there. That's it, we're capturing it. About to be the end of the game. Ah, you know what that means? It means please like and subscribe if you're still watching at this point. And you'll know when I make the next one.
We've captured
The battalion is granted additional resources as well as access to the 1st Airborne as a reward for your progress.
I'm still holding it. Oh, we've got paratroopers. Alright, so here's the thing. Shall I paradrop on the artillery, or shall I tell you what? Rather than paradrop on the let's just paradrop right on the point. That's noble worker, paradrop on there. Another noble worker, paradrop on there. I'm going with straight on the point. Let's see if we can just end the game right here. Knockout blow. for the level. This is to win the war. Oh my god. Right, let's hand grenade the tank. The flag going down, the flag's going down. The tank is done. It's like a victory. That's it, they're running. We've broken them. They're running all the way back to Berlin. Alright folks, thank you for joining me. I'll get this processed and uploaded. They all run! How many can I kill? Whoops, I'm going to stall the crew in the 88. Well. Who died? Ah, somebody did die. Never mind.
Firing infantry! Guys, get ready for medals!
Bit of a mop up, come this far. Might as well finish them all.
Keep moving!
The chickens! I hear chickens! And cows. So rural.
Yes, sir!
Rural France. I don't hear rioting. And,
For Uncle Sam!
Keep moving. Yes,
tear
sir.
gas and yellow jackets.
Got it, sir! Latin!
Okay, job done. Right, thank you very much once again. See you in the next one, I hope.